Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting episode of Full Circle. This is episode 24. And you're probably thinking, whoa, you sound good. We do sound good. You know why? Because we soundproof this room. Not actually soundproof. We
tarped. We tarped the room.
We duct taped and tarped and acousticed.
There's a lot of padding on these walls. That's right. It's like your favorite mental institute, Arkham Asylum.
Whoa, that is not a topic for today, but maybe it is. Who knows? We're insane. That didn't work out as well. But that doesn't matter because you know me. I'm Odell Harmon Jr. You can find me at Odell Harmon Jr. on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, nothing else because I won't reply on anything else. And to my right, my co-host, as always,
Jared Fradette. You can find me at all the same places at Toon Velo.
Well, we have another exciting episode planned for you today. And you're probably thinking, doesn't Jared usually say that? He does, but not today.
Not today.
Because we have a special announcement. My car broke down at the gym. We were at the gym, and where we park is in the basement level. So we had to push it out of the basement because the tow truck couldn't get in there. And thank God for strangers because halfway up the hill, we completely ran out of muscle.
Thank God for strangers, or thank God strangers would rather help us than sit behind you impatiently waiting for you to leave.
In today's world, I'm pretty sure they would have sat there. I am pretty sure.
Touche.
But for real, we have a first for real exciting announcement. We are announcing our first ever giveaway. Jazz hands, Jared. Jazz hands. Thank you. For those who are not watching and just listening on your podcast service, we're doing jazz hands. But here it is.
Ooh. Look at, whoa. What is this?
It is a Super Nintendo Entertainment System classic.
A SNES classic.
Yes. For those who remember when these bad boys came out, it was damn near impossible to get one. Not as impossible now.
You got one.
I got one. I got two.
Did you ever open it?
No, this is unopened.
Unopened, ladies and gentlemen.
SNES Classic for the price of FREE.
Well, not quite. What do they have to do?
Oh, what do you have to do? Well, if you want to win this bad boy and it's nice unopenness, it could be a gift for you, a collector's item, or I don't care what you do with it. You can throw it out a window. Please don't. All you have to do is follow us on Twitter at FC Podcast 23. That again is FC
Podcast 23.
Yes. You will find all the details of how to win, how to enter, and all that good stuff. Not going to tell you here because only the people who follow will know. So right. I will put this down and maybe it'll be yours. I don't know. Leave a comment if you want to try to win, and I will respond to that comment saying, go follow us on Twitter.
But all that excitement aside, we do have an exciting episode to get to.
Whoa.
Yes. So we'll be doing another rendition of speedrun competition between me and Odell. Mario versus Zelda. Who has more monsters?
If you remember our last speed round, I won.
Yeah.
Technically, Jared won, but he cheated. You know what? I'm not getting into that. What I do want to get into is our new segment called Your Fave is Problematic. And we're going to premiere this segment with Mirio, the golden boy of My Hero Academia. You thought it was Midoriya? No, it's Mirio.
I thought it was Tintin.
Tintin? What else does he look like? Crap. He looks like Tintin.
Volt Boy?
There it is. He looks like Volt Boy.
Yeah. But first and foremost, we'll be talking about minor characters, not main characters. Minor characters. How many is too many? And do they just kind of ruin a series sometimes?
Yeah, so if you're thinking, what constitutes as a minor character? If you know they're not one in the 5, 10... Okay, if you have 10
If it's an anime
people,
and they don't have colorful hair, so Taya and Tristan, brown-haired, who are they?
Oh, man, you're right.
Yeah, they're part of the main group, but they're still not even important.
This hair color discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should just talk about that. But, you know, here's a good example. Game of Thrones. There are arguably probably 10 main characters, if not more. But there's even a slew of just minor characters. Mm-hmm. And personally, how many is too many? Anything that's above 5. And 5 is honestly too many. If you were introduced in season 1 and I don't see you again until season 5, I don't care.
See, okay, no. I think that's perfectly fine and acceptable to do. And in fact, it's more interesting.
How so?
Okay, so I'm just going to say Adventure Time, right? Several of the key people in the very last episode premiered in the very first episode.
But they were consistently there.
They weren't. Where was Punch Bowl this whole time? Where was Pinata the whole time? they just disappeared arbitrarily to come back later as Uncle Gumbald and Cousin Chicle.
But then are they minor characters or major characters at that point?
They were minor characters, and they didn't matter. And it was great that they didn't matter.
I wouldn't say considered as minor characters. I would say they were background noise at best.
No, I mean, okay, this is the exact premise of Morrowind, right? Like the rival system. Like, everybody's just minor characters, and it doesn't matter who you are, just, cannon fodder. But you can develop them into their own interesting story that we'd like to follow.
But then your argument isn't what is too many. Is you're saying there isn't a limit as long as they're developed good.
Yes, that is precisely exactly what I'm saying.
But that rarely happens.
So if you remember my my review on Disenchantment, they near kind of like episode 6, they tried to start giving every minor character their own interesting thing. Like, oh, look at me, I have a mustache. Well, I have a mysterious hump that moves. Well, I have a bird mask, and it's like, why are you mentioning these things? Like, they made a point of all the minor characters pointing out that there is something unique about them.
Okay, no, I will take it one step further. So, think about any video game where you do quests for people, and then magically one of those people you do quests for becomes the main bad guy. I think minor characters are only problematic when you have more than 2 that get a storyline. Because like The Simpsons, it gets to a point where it's like, oh, Apu runs the Quickie Mart. We get it. Mm-hmm. Now Apu has a family and a wife and 8 children. And it's like, I'm not saying that's wrong with Apu, but
what's the problem with Apu? Now that's a different topic. That's a different talk, not by us. Check it out.
My point is, when you try to give storylines to all your minor characters, so Family Guy, when the guy who runs the store that likes movies has a whole episode about him, it's like
he goes off, gets his own TV show about making burgers and having his family.
Oh, I see.
H. John Benjamin.
I see what you did there.
Too much?
Well, now that I'm thinking about it, is this topic even about how many minor characters is too many, or how many storylines to minor characters is too many?
The ratio here of character to story plot?
Yes.
I think that's kind of what this boiled down to. Because, it's like, as far as minor characters is concerned, you can have as many as you want.
As long as they're just background noise and not important.
That's fine with me, yeah. That's fine with you?
That's fine with me.
Okay, cool.
So we answered that question. How many minor characters can you have? Who gives a damn? Infinity. How many minor characters should get storylines and it becomes a problem? That's the real ticket.
Okay.
I will give 3. I'll just give it a nice 3. You can develop 3 minor characters and elevate them into the major cast players. But when you're trying to be like, you get a story, you get a story, you get a story, you get a satisfying conclusion.
What's really interesting? That's pretty much the exact complaint about Community in season 4 when Dan Harmon leaves and then other people start writing for the show. Like, they arbitrarily start promoting all these minor characters to the foreground. And it's like, why are you doing this? It's about the Greendale 6.
You know what? Games specifically.
Uh-huh.
Because Majora Mask perfected this.
Okay.
1, if you develop all the minor characters, you get the ultimate thing in the game. But you can choose any minor character you feel whose storyline is too not worth your time, can easily graze by. But if you decide to delve into their lives, every one of them has a satisfying, interesting, damn near maybe even worthy of its own feature story.
You know what? I'll take this a step further. It's not just even that they have interesting storylines that are developed, so much as their storyline actually integrates well into
the natural story.
Because again, like you were saying, like with Quest and like minor characters like Skyrim, it's like, oh there, traveler, I really need you to find me 6 chickens. Okay? And like, it becomes like
And for some reason, 6 chickens are actually hard to come by.
Yeah, and it's just like, but then it's like, you gave me 6, but I really wanted like this golden one. And so you do the quest for this guy, but then it doesn't matter. It's like, sweet, here's a sweet roll. And you're like, and then you never come back to him again. And you're like, why did I waste like 30 hours of my life on this chicken quest? Final
Fantasy is the king of this. They will damn near have a side mission, make you feel like you're actually doing the storyline, and at the end of it, you're like, wait, I was just bullshitting. It's like you didn't even, like, you save a town that's like one of the towns you visit, like it goes through this whole arc, and you save it, but then the town's magically the same town it's always been. So you're like, what?
no benefit, no anything here.
None of the characters even change their dialogue. But no, to backtrack this.
To roll back, to full circle it.
Yeah, to full circle it. Majora's Mask perfected this. And I'll take it one step further from the one step further you took it.
Okay, so two steps further.
Yeah, dare I say 2 steps.
Oh.
Yeah. Not only can you not interact with storylines, not only can you do them, and not do they mesh well with the story, they continue on their projected paths without influence from you over the course of the 3 days.
That is incredibly fun. I love, like, right, you have to learn their schedule, and it doesn't matter, like, in a weird way, you as a hero don't matter.
Yeah, ultimately, you without your input, they will fail or something.
It feels
maybe
really,
bad.
it feels really true. That is what people in real life would do. They're not just going to wait on the hero. They're not going to
stand in one place and they're going to try to solve their problem, or they're going to try to do something, or as a cause and effect, some storylines can't be.
For those of you at home who can't see me, I'm awkwardly standing here like an NPC waiting to be activated.
By some right response from me. Apparently, I did not give any.
Do you often hail from the Cloud City?
How do I get to the Water Temple?
I was a traveler like you once.
How do I get to the Water Temple?
Watch it there with that sword.
Oh.
Technical difficulties.
For those watching, we had technical difficulties. Like I said, we set up some new padding. It just fell in front of the camera. It didn't block the camera for those listening. It just it was a ghost.
Woo. Okay. But yeah, so minor characters are too much if you let them be too much.
Yes.
Is that too broad of a statement?
Too broad of a statement.
Okay. You can have as many minor characters as you want, as long as you don't use them as filler.
Yes. You can have as many minor characters as you want, as long as you don't try to spotlight every single last one and make them important for the sake of trying to make them important. Let them be background noise. Let them be.
Here's something I will not let be. When people try and attribute sciencey things to their creative works.
All right, so
your favorite big three is problematic. Mirio.
All right, people, let me explain what's going on here. Like I said earlier, we're starting a new segment. The way this works, so you're not confused, is we pick a person, trope, theme from anime, sci-fi, the geekdom, the geek world. And we explain why, as much as we may love or hate them, they make no sense. My Hero Academia is a great show. And
Two Heroes just came out and finished its U.S. debut.
Yeah, good movie. Recommend it. It's corny, but corny in all the right ways.
Right.
So, the Big Three has finally been introduced in My Hero Academia. Part of the Big Three is Mirio. He is a great guy. He has phasing ability. Think Shadowcat from X-Men. It's up a little more
technical.
Technical, yeah. So, Jared thinks this character is problematic. I don't think it's as problematic as he thinks it is. So what we're going to do is discuss why it's problematic and why your favorite thing, is stupid, essentially.
It's not that it's stupid. I still like it, and I still think he's a good character. But, okay, so the problem comes when he tries to explain that his quirk has a terrible drawback. That things like he can't breathe while he's phasing, which I'm like, okay, that's well enough. But then I was like, why don't you just hold your breath? To which Odell replies,
the air escapes his lungs.
Which I call BS on.
Okay.
Because, I'll let you go first. Okay.
Do your thing.
Okay. That's complete BS, because I'm like, well, what's to differentiate the air in your lungs versus the air in your blood, the iron in your blood, the vitamin C in your body? Like, all the macro and micronutrients. Why don't they just also fall out? Like, he should come out of phasing. Like, if he just phases through a wall, like, instantly with scurvy.
So here's the problem, people. People like Jared, because Jared was a double biology and genetics major.
Biochem major.
Excuse me, folks. Let's set the record straight here today on Full Circle, episode 24. Jared was a double biochemistry major and genetics major.
But it was just like an extra class difference. That's all it was.
So he looks at everything extremely scientifically, which I can't fault the man. But this man likes sci-fi, so that causes some problems. To answer your question, You know, I majored in biomedical science, so I'm not as spiffy as this man over here. But those things have been broken down into molecules in his bloodstream. The air, comprised of many things, whatever the air is, escapes his body all at once. So, you know, the H2O, the carbon, it's all gone. That's in his lungs.
What?
Because
Okay.
it hasn't been broken down yet. Like, I'm talking about air as a whole.
No. Okay. Well, I counter arguments to this too, right? Okay.
Right.
When you drink water, your trachea closes, and now your lungs are a closed system. It's not just like escaping. But also, I'm like, okay. So air escaping because it's not processed yet. What about all the food? What about his feces? What about his urine? Like, he doesn't do special ultimate attack like monkey fling feces onto Midoriya.
That's horrible and terrifying.
I'm just like,
I mean,
I'm just saying, like, why is the line being drawn here specifically at air in your lungs?
because, you know, it's like a box. Like, you pump air in a box and you open it.
No, that's my trachea argument there. Like, you've closed your lungs, your respiratory
like
system
you
is a
said,
closed system.
You know, all things pass through him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that his feces and urine is of his body enough to where it's considered just of him, so it's passing through.
The food he's recently eaten?
No, it's
It
digested.
didn't just splat on the ground.
It was digested. It was broken down.
Instantly?
If he ate right before he used his power, then maybe.
Yeah, I was like...
That means, like, within, like, 5 or 10 minutes. If he hasn't, then he's
no,
fine.
I mean, it takes, like, 4 hours to, like, digest and make it into the small intestine.
I mean, it's broken down enough. It's considered stomach acid at that point, which also doesn't leave his body.
I find this...
Okay, no. Like, I told you this earlier. If powers existed, science can explain it all, because you have people with similar powers that interact with the same substance in different ways. And logically, science says, oh, if you pass through something, because you said Shadowcat, her molecules go around, Marvel said her molecules go around, that it should look like this. But we ultimately don't know that, because things aren't able to interact with other forms of matter in that way.
My problem is not the characters themselves. You know, we have people who, you know, can stretch and form multiple things and get big and get small and summon fire. That's not my problem. It's the trying to explain it. And also, my fave problematic Shadowcat, I have a problem with that one too, because if you literally just said phasing, like in science fiction, you've plenty of times just said, I'm out of phase, which is just, we generically, softly explain, it's like a radio thing, right? If we're all existing on this frequency, being out of phase is like turning the radio knob slightly. So you're not aligned, you're not in phase, and that's fine. We just go, sure, and we go with that. But Marvel went out of the way to try and scientifically explain that her molecules are moving around other things. And I'm like, well, if you're doing that, you would see her like spread out thin as she like passes through things.
We don't know that.
No,
we assume that's how they work, but since those things can actually happen,
you see me move around you.
Okay, I mean but you don't have the power to legit.
I highly theorize.
I mean, that's what the Flash does when he vibrates through that. You don't have a problem when he vibrates through matter. You don't have a problem with him doing it.
He has the speed.
No. If you
DC has explicitly explained this. He uses the Speed Force, and that's why I like DC. We don't try and explicitly explain things. We just magic them away, such as magic being an actual force in the DC universe.
So,
like, wait. We also, right, in addition to the Speed Force, we have the Sage Force and the Mind Force. Yeah. What do you have?
Okay,
the phasing force?
Yeah, so if My Hero Academia is like, oh, the phasing force keeps his fecal matter and urine inside his body because, you know, the phase force doesn't like mess.
It's a very clean force. It's very particular. It does not like a mess.
You know, we call ourselves a geek podcast, and I feel like this is the first episode, 24. We're really turning up the geek. So for all you geeks out there, I hope you're enjoying this because...
Take this argument to your geek friends and let us know what you think.
And I hope your geek friends are also biochemistry majors because they will call BS on everything because, you know, they know how the world works.
I'm not saying I know how the world works.
Get out of here. Get out of here with your botons and I understand
bosons.
Oh, crap.
The Higgs boson.
They are. What's a boton? Did I just make up something?
I think you did.
Oh, crap. Get out of here with your bosons.
Did you mean a button or Botox?
You know what? You see him. He's over here joking on me with his signs. I'm smart enough to know when I'm being insulted, sir. You know, let me. You know what? I'm just gonna do that and be done with it.
Okay, but here's something I'm curious about. If you do know more than me about monsters,
Ooh.
Which would you say has more, Mario or Zelda?
I explicitly know Mario has more because Zelda.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know. Mario has more because Zelda literally just uses the same monsters they've been using for like since the dawn of time.
No, it has so many more monsters.
No, they look different, but if you think about it, like Chews have been since the first one, but they just come in so many different forms.
Chews are actually relatively new, right? Featured first in the Wind Waker.
No, Chews were in wait, were they in Ocarina of Time?
No.
I feel like they were in Ocarina of Time.
No, they were
I feel like Wind Waker was not the first game Chews were in.
Wait, they were called something different.
Exactly.
No, I'm counting ones that are called different things. You can't just aesthetically say they're the same thing.
No.
If they are called different things.
Okay, if it's an Octo-Ring and an Octo-Rock, I mean, it's still an octopus shooting rocks at you.
So, ground rules. Number one,
Ground rules.
No derivatives. So I can't say red Bobakin, black Bobakin, blue Bobakin, white Bobakin.
Silver Bobakin.
So
he doesn't even know his Zelda monsters.
Golden people. Lionel. You cannot have bosses because bosses by default are always unique to every game. And I guess rule 3 here, where we will decide on camera, if they are aesthetically clearly the same but different names, are they different? I say yes.
Okay, I mean, Bowser was called King Koopa and it became Bowser, but he's still the same character.
He's a boss. He doesn't count.
Okay. Okay, I know there's another character I'm thinking about. Were Koopas always called Koopas? They probably were.
Yes.
I think so. But they aesthetically look different.
Okay, you know what? Let's just go ahead and start and see how far we get. I'm gonna keep a running tally here. So I will start, since you've already kindly pointed out for me. Choose.
Koopas.
Keese.
Koopalings. Oh, no, not Koopa. Paracoopas.
Octoroks.
Goombas.
Well, I did not think I'd run out this fast. Hang on. Redead.
Lakitu.
Skultas.
Spinies. The little things Lakitu throw.
Yes. God, I'm picturing them, but I'm not I can't think of their names.
Where's your biochemistry now?
No, right, okay. So the Skultas are the spiders, the little skeletons.
The little skeletons.
The ones that like patrol the graveyards.
I don't know, I'm not helping you.
Can't you just credit me this? Were their names?
I don't think I even know their names.
Boo.
Can't we just say little skeletons and leave it at that?
Little skeletons.
Let us know in the comments how incompetent Jared is.
I egg on my face again.
Buzzy Beetles. Are you not even using the 5 Are you really just... What, for those who don't know, you probably can't see it. Jared is tallying this with individual tallies. He's not even doing like the 5. You know?
I'm thinking of the next monster to say.
What are you gonna? We're gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna let you be, sir.
Likes.
Ooh, okay, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Those are the little things that like. Yeah.
They blub and eat your shield.
Yeah. Okay. Swoopers, the little bats.
Piranha plants. Which is in Zelda. The Deku plants.
Oh
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Piranha plants.
Yeah, I kind of gave that one to you. Aliens.
Just
Majora's Mask.
Just straight aliens.
You have to shoot them to protect the cows on Lon Lon Ranch.
Technically, shooting UFOs. I don't think you ever see an alien.
No, those creepy things that look like lanterns.
Did they?
Yeah, they're like. At the very least, you see one. They exist.
Monty Mole.
Master Hand. Dungeon Hand.
Oh, I was like, what?
No, the shadow things.
All right, Bullet Bill.
Have I said Octorok already?
I don't know. That was like we were discussing that. I don't know if you said it.
Bobakin. Yeah, I'm like, wait.
All right, can we count Bonsai Bill?
Yes, because I'm now gonna count Hobo-Bobakin. Hobobolikin.
What's the difference between the two?
Right, the Bobakins are the little ones, and the other ones are the big ones with the more like trunk-like.
Oh, okay, like the pig ones.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. See where I'm at. Mario. Can I count the Lady Goomba?
No. Although I just thought of a good one for me.
Crap. Right where I'm at. I just said Bullet Bill, Bonsai Bill. Oh, the baseball player / football players. The one from Super Mario World. The ones that they stand there and he runs at you.
Yeah.
I don't.
Wizandrobes. I love that commercial. Yes.
Well, Magic Koopa.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to keep singing the song. I was trying to flash forward through all the areas of Breath of the Wild here. Lionel.
Fireball. The fireballs are alive. They got eyes. You can possess them in Super Mario Odyssey. And they have a name. Like, I can't just think of it right now.
Yeah, I know which one you're thinking about.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Fireball.
Can I count lightning?
No, you can't count. I'm pretty sure there's lightning in one of the Mario games.
There's the sun in Mario games.
Oh, I'm counting that.
Boo. Why did I do that? You might have won. Yeah, so, right, one of the rules for this that we didn't mention to you was that we couldn't actually look up things last time because Odo thought I was cheating
because you were looking up the most obscure one-time appearance.
We had a whole week to prepare.
Yeah, whatever. I still would have won.
Okay, fine. I'll concede this one.
All right, just so you...
But, to bring this full circle, I think Mario just has too many side characters.
What? No, because let's go. Here we go.
All of ours are developed.
Oh, no. The sun.
Yeah.
Shy Guy.
Oh, you're just... Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna go and keep on the shame. Keep on the shame for me.
We have the Shy Guys. We have Bomb-Oms. We have Chain Chomps.
Chain Chomps.
Yeah.
Technically, wasn't a Chain Chomp was in one of the Zeldas.
In Awakening.
Yes. Chain Chomp.
We have Chain Chomps. Bomb-Om. What?
Ba-bomb. We're the Sex Ba-bombs, and we're here to rock ya. Scott Pilgrim versus the world.
No, I'm with you.
Featuring your awkward boy.
No. Michael Cera. Good job. Crap. Like, I had a whole list in my mind to bombard you with, and now, like, I'm drawing a blank.
Well,
the point is, I have won. Mario does.
I admit defeat, so
yeah.
There we go. With that in shame, I lose this round of speed running.
Happy dance. That was a poor happy dance. I would run a better happy dance.
But I think I definitely won. Your fave is problematic. He is.
Okay. You know what? I don't think we just started talking about science and geek stuff. I don't think he's that problematic. He can't, because look, this was it. He can't breathe. He can't see. He can't feel. He loses all senses.
I like the show. I like the character. I think the power is neat. My problem is when people try to over-explain it.
Okay, fine.
And then when people are trying to attribute too much to minor characters, that's also a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem. The only people to ever do that good was Majora's Mask, the Game of Thrones. I'm kind of iffy about the Game of Thrones, actually.
Yeah.
And everyone else fails at that.
But I guess that wraps up the episode then.
Yeah. So don't forget, before we close, follow us at FC Podcast 23 for your chance to win a Super Nintendo Entertainment System Classic Edition. Man, that is a mouthful.
Yes. For Full Circle, I'm Jared Fradette at ToonVelo.
And I'm Oda Harmon Jr. at Oda Harmon Jr. Thanks for listening, guys. We're here every Wednesday with a new geeky topic and topics to argue, fight about, and entertain you with. If you like this, subscribe, leave a comment, follow us on all social media and everything. We thank you, we appreciate you, we love you, and we'll see you next week, guys. Have a great week.